Hello, and welcome to the onboarding series for V-Ray for Grasshopper. This series is dedicated to demonstrating how you can visualize your algorithmic designs without ever leaving Rhino's powerful parametric modeling software. Make sure you haven't missed the previous episodes in which we covered other fundamentals of the application. You can find them in the playlist to the right. In this video, you'll get an overview of how to use the 3D asset library Chaos Cosmos and how easily you can scatter geometries using V-Ray Scatter. Chaos Cosmos is a universe of smart 3D content with hundreds of high-quality ready-to-use 3D models, day, night, and studio HDR images, as well as a comprehensive selection of materials. To start, let's launch the V-Ray Cosmos component from the Geometry panel of the V-Ray tab. Next, enter the Cosmos browser from the context menu. The models are organized in categories and subcategories like the type of space, which you can navigate to and download. You can use the Downloaded Only filter for faster selection in the future. One way to assign downloaded Cosmos assets is to copy the name of the preferred model. Then, using a panel component, paste the name and assign the asset to the package input. It will automatically appear at the 000 coordinates. To make it visible, add the Cosmos VGeo output to the render component while holding down the Shift key. Positioning Cosmos assets can be done in 3 different ways: regular, Grasshopper, instancer, or scatter. Now let's position and scale the object from the corresponding inputs. An alternative way to assign downloaded assets to the Cosmos component is from the Context menu, and by expanding the Set from the Library tab. In this way, you can create and assign as many Cosmos assets as you want. If you want to remove an asset from the scene, simply disconnect it straight from the Cosmos component. Instead of positioning each Cosmos assets individually, you can scatter them in an easy yet powerful way using the V-Ray Scatter component. V-Ray Scatter creates instances of objects using the surfaces of another object in order to generate random points. The unique thing about Scatter is that it generates its own position points, while the instancer requires the points to come from Grasshopper. Create the Scatter component from the Geometry panel and click Show Controls from the Context menu. To avoid the overlap of scattered objects, the collision parameter must be enabled. If you want to scatter different objects on the same surface, also known as host geometry, it's a good idea to set different seed value for the positions of the instance points. The amount of generated points depends on the size of the host. If the host has a large surface area, then you should lower the density value using an expression or a number. Connect the desired Cosmos component's VGeo output to the Scatter VGeo input and connect the host geometry to the host input. Organize the individual scatter components for each Cosmos asset and connect them to the render component's VGeo input while holding down the Shift key. You can then set rotation variations with minimum and maximum values with a panel or domain component. Scale can be controlled in the same way. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a better understanding of how to take advantage of the Chaos Cosmos library and how to work with V-Ray Scatter. Check out the other videos explaining how to set up lighting, materials, and cameras, as well as how to create render stills and animations.